enjoyed getting this game. After this, there will be just a short little break. We're going to count up the scores, and we'll do the final announcements. But without further ado, Dimitri, please begin the KCL Seakings versus UCL University Challenge game.
Alright, welcome everyone to the final game of the evening. You all know exactly how this works. I'm just going to jump right in. So, I want you to answer as soon as your name is called. Which prime number is a factor of the national Pokédex numbers of all the following Pokémon? Klefki, Serperior, Milotic, and Squirtle.
UCL Awesome!
3.
No?
1.
King's Ass!
Oh, yeah.
He said 1.
1 is not a prime number.
7. Stop being such a guy. We had it. We literally just had the thing.
It is in fact 7. Right. Here's your next starter for 10.
Fine.
What word can be described as the beginning of a fighting type move, a loose translation of a phrase commonly said in Alola, and the start of a trio of Pokémon all sharing the same type? The letters in this word are all adjacent to each other in the English alphabet.
Seakings George.
Rust.
No? Anyone care to guess from UCL?
No confirming. UCL even.
Justice? No, it's high. As in
High jump.
high jump kick, Alola, which means high, or hit on top, hit on chat, lead.
I didn't see.
Right, next starter for 10. The Heartwood, Gapejaw Bog, and the Primeval Grotto are all locations in Hisui where you can catch which fully evolved grass-type Pokémon by looking for shaking headbutt trees.
UCL Awesome.
Hisui and Lilligant?
Sorry?
Hisui and Lilligant.
It is not. Anyone care to pass for KCL?
Seakings Dilsat.
Cherim.
It is Cherith.
Nice.
Yes. So you get a set of bonuses, KCL, on trees. I will read out a set of Pokemon obtained by a method named after a sort of tree. For 5 points each, name the method or type of tree. First of all, Cascoon, Silcoon, and Burmy.
The type of tree? The type of tree or the method? Honey tree. You could guess. Yeah. Yeah, go honey tree, I think. Honey tree?
It is Honey Tree. Secondly, Talo, Heracross, and Execute.
Headbutt, yeah. Headbutt?
Correct. And finally, Oshawott, Cyndaquil, and Trico.
Are they all in like grottos? Hidden grotto? Maybe. That's okay. I'm gonna say hidden grottos?
That is Professor Birch in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Oh god.
Alright, 10 points for this. Throughout the Pokemon anime, Dawn's Piplup has been known to use 3 different water-type moves. Please name any 2 of them.
King Sitting.
Bubble Beam and Whirlpool.
That is correct, with the third one being Hydro Pump.
Nice to that.
So your bonuses, KCL, are on iconic appearances of water-type Pokemon in the anime. In the Diamond and Pearl episode, Like It or Love It, which Pokemon in a group of 3 are falsely accused by a Golduck of stealing its friend's berries when the real culprits were Team Rocket?
Is it a trio water? Is it the same one? Is it cider? Yeah.
Let's have an answer, please.
Weasel?
It's Ludicolo. In the Ruby and Sapphire episode, Blank and Ash, where Blank replaces the name of a Pokemon, which Pokemon nicknamed Nero ate a Master Ball thrown by the fisherman Saga?
Whiscash.
That is correct. And in the Indigo League episode, Once in a Blue Moon, which Pokemon stole Ash's GS Ball for use in a nocturnal ritual? Let's have an answer, please.
Goldeen?
It was Quagsire.
Always
We're going to take a music round now. From For your music starter, you will hear an excerpt from a track from Pokémon Symphonic Evolutions. For 10 points, name a route that the following piece of music is based on.
KCL Seakings.
Route 1?
No? Can we hear a little more?
Wait,
UCL Autumn.
Right, 201.
It is, yes. Route 201. And also Route 202 and 219. We didn't
my bad.
So your music bonuses are on 3 more pieces from Symphonic Evolutions. For each piece, name the in-game inspiration from which it is inspired. First is this battle music.
Gets this.
It's Anstey, also known as Decisive Battle. Next, this location music.
Nominate Ethan.
Floroma Town.
It's Aquatique City. And finally, this battle theme.
No, this is definitely Gen
1. Champion theme from Gen 1.
That is correct, yes. Right, 10 points for this. I created a distraction. I flooded downstairs with Pokémon. Is a quote from the 2016 Christmas special, The Return of Dr. Mysterio. For 10 points, which British TV program was this an episode of?
Doctor Who?
King Zion.
Doctor Who?
That is correct.
Oh.
So your bonuses, KCL, are on Pokémon references in television programs. For each program, you will be given the context of the reference and asked to detail about it. So in an episode of The Big Bang Theory, Howard tells Raj that he cannot eat anything because he spent his lunch allowance on what popular Pokémon merchandise?
Figures.
No, it's Pokémon cards. In an episode of The Good Place, Michael presents Jason with a balloon of which Generation 1 Pokémon, causing Jason to accidentally pop it in his excitement.
Pikachu?
It is Pikachu. And finally, in an episode of Emmerdale, Sandy Thomas is seen playing a Pokémon Ranger game at the moment when he fails to capture which boss?
Salamence.
It was Raikou. Right, 10 points for this. The exclusive Pikachu plush from the 2022 Pokémon Center at the Pokémon World Championships in London was dressed as a beefeater and held flowers in its hands. What colors were these flowers?
UCL Autumn.
Red.
No.
Red and blue.
Red and blue is correct.
Oh, nice.
So, the London 2022 Pokémon Center was divided into areas depending on the products contained within them, most of which were puns. For each of the following London locations, give the corresponding section of the Pokémon Center. For example, Abbey Road became Krabby Road. First of all, London Bridge. This area sold products such as TCG boosters and pin sets.
I'll nominate George.
London Giraffe-Ridge.
It was Wyndham Bridge, after the city in Gallo.
Oh.
Secondly, Savile Row, the area which sold plushies.
Moaro.
Was Savile Rowlett. And finally, Custom House. This area featured the pink apparel line.
I nominate Tony.
Custom Trick House.
It was Cost's Gnome House Pink Station. Alright. Which Pokemon, given a second type in Generation 6, was the brand of a popular Pokemon influencer who went on to make a community website under the same name?
Kings George.
Maryland.
It was
Or
Marrow.
Marrow.
Marrow, yes. So your bonuses, KCL, are on Pokemon which feature prominently as the mascots of websites or online personalities. In each case, I want the name of the Pokemon. So which Pokemon's name, in a certain rendition, is the name of a popular fan site created by Joe Merrick?
Celebi.
Celebi is correct. Which Pokemon is the namesake of a Poketuber whose initials are also used as an emoticon to express sorrow? Let's have an answer, please.
Pass.
That is Tyranitar, as in Tyranitar 2. And finally, which Pokemon, whose evolutionary line is a play on the idiom meaning a series of short, quick movements, serves as the mascot of a YouTuber who started as a Poketuber, but in recent years has been producing a wider range of content? Have an answer, please.
Pass.
That is Hopping, as in hop, skip, and jump, the mascot of the J-Weights.
Oh.
Right, 10 points for this. Which word, in its singular or plural form, completes the names of the following expansions of the TCG? Ridge, from Generation 2, Roaring, from Generation 6.
UCL Autumn.
Sky.
Sky is correct, yes. So your bonuses, UCL, are on other shared words between TCG expansions. You will be given 3 sets of incomplete TCG set names, and will have to give the word which links them, like you just did. So first of all, the sets. EX and EX Frontiers from Generation 3, Exalted and Volt from Generation 5, and Majesty from Generation 7.
Dragons.
Dragon is correct, or dragons, yes. Storm, Freeze, and Blast, all from Generation 5.
Plasma.
Plasma is correct. And finally, Heroes and Challenge, both from Generation 1.
Team.
It's Jim. Right, we are going to take a picture out now. For your picture starter, you will be shown a screenshot of a max move being used in the anime. For 10 points, name the move.
King City.
Max Estrid.
It is Max Astrid.
Nice, Timmy.
Okay, for your bonuses, Kings, you will see the location of 3 dens in Pokemon Sword and Shield's wild area, with almost all of the Pokemon available in the pictured dens. For 5 points each, I want you to state the missing Pokemon from the graphic. First of all, this den in the Dusty Bowl.
Would it be Mitchell? Would it be Mitchell? Okay.
Machamp.
It's Phalanx. Secondly, this den in East Lake Axwell.
So it's got to be. Yeah, that's good.
Barraskewda.
It's Gyarados. And finally, this den in the Hammerlock Hills.
Pichu.
It is Joltik. Right, 10 points for this. For which console was Learn with Pokémon Typing Adventure released in...
KCL
Nintendo 3DS.
No, you lose 5 points. Released in 2011.
UCL Autumn.
Nintendo DS.
Nintendo DS is correct. So your bonuses are on Pokémon Snap for the Nintendo 64. Pokémon Snap is the only Pokémon game to show the full evolution of which Pokémon? Let's have an answer.
Pikachu.
Slowpoke, and evolves into Slowpoke. Which Pokemon can be found on every single course of Pokemon Snap except Rainbow Cloud?
Rattata?
It's Magikarp. And for which Nintendo console was Pokemon Snap re-released for on Virtual Console?
3DS.
It's the Nintendo Wii. Alright, 10 points for this. In the final battle of the Alola League Championship, against what physical move does Ash command his Lycanroc to use the move counter?
KCL.
Stone Edge.
No, you lose 5 points. His Lycanroc to use the move counter, winning the battle.
UCL Autumn.
Earthquake.
No, it's counter. Counter the pass. Oh, right.
Makes sense.
Right, 10 points for this. What is a 6-letter word that is the first word for held items used mainly in...
UCL Autumn.
Choice.
That is correct.
That's right.
So, your bonuses, UCL, are on teams used by Pokemon VGC World Champions. I will give you the names of the 3 Pokemon used on the winning teams for the Master Divisions of the given VGC series. I want you to give me the name of the player and the year in which they used this team. First of all, Hariyama, Cresselia, and Ludicolo.
That's
2008, Real Hotspur.
That's Ray Rizzo in 2010. Gastrodon, Incineroar, and Thundurus.
Eduardo Cunha, 2022.
That is correct. And finally, Raichu, Kyogre, and Hitmontop.
Wolfie Glick, 2016.
That is correct. And on to the final starter question for this round. Which spin-off game for the Nintendo 3DS featured the first appearance of Professor Burnett?
UCL Autumn.
Rumble.
No, you lose by points.
Why no.
This game was intended to connect with Pokemon Black 2 and White 2.
Yeah, Dream Raider.
And
KCL.
Pokemon Dream Raider.
that is correct. So, KCL, your bonuses are on the Pokemon Dream World. Which Generation 5 NPC acts as a guide to the Dream World? She is not a professor herself, but is a friend of Professor Juniper, and her signature Pokemon is Muna.
Jessica.
It's Fennel. In terms of abilities, what makes Pokemon found in the Dream World special?
They have their hidden abilities.
That is correct. And finally, what area in Central Universe, accessed via the Sea Game, allows players to catch Pokemon found in the Dream World?
Entralink.
Sorry?
The Entralink.
Yes, I'll accept Entralink. It's actually the Entry Forest.
Okay.
And with that, the final game, KCL Seakings. We're actually going to do some announcements right at the end, which you won't want to miss. Take your seats inside the coming. All right. After some very intense counting, we have clear winners. Coming in fourth, I believe, was LSE. Coming Unfortunately, they don't have many spectators, but they had a strong presence regardless. Next up was UCL, aka MewCL. With the most of spectators, so regardless, they have another strong presence here. Second was the LSEevee, which Imperial. With very strong players, but finally, the team that won today were the KCL Seakings. Before we complete right now, there's a few housekeeping things we have to do. We have two absolutely lovely people here who've been filming the whole time. Again, I'm being an idiot, I'm not even using the mic they told me to use. So I'm sorry, guys. Can we get a huge round of applause for that? If Eleanor comes back, give her a huge round of applause when she comes back in. We'll also like to thank UCL Student Union and UCL itself. UCL Student Union were the reason we had these buzzers, and of course John here from UCL organizing the room and everything. Huge thanks. And while you're doing that, give yourself a huge round of applause. Everyone who actually came. We were stressed last night nobody would fucking turn up. That's why we have the subs as well, in case someone didn't come. Next up, we have the last minute organizer Shia here, helping with the administration. And we have to get him to write the TCG questions. Next up, we have the lovely swordboard coder and the person who helped us create the graphic and the music remix. We have Matt Sykes, aka Quacksam, all the way from Sheffield. And finally, we have the person who organized the whole thing from 1.5 years ago. He is the king of London Nerd Societies, the dominant monarch of UCL's Nerd Societies network, the Piplup King himself, Dimitri! And I'll give it to Dimitri, who is still from the PC. Could you please come up here and collect your prizes? We have to collect prizes!
Yes, yes. Huge congratulations to the KCL Seakings. We told you before that the only prize today was bragging rights. That was in fact a lie. We have some very physical prizes right here. And yeah, I mean, I'll just give them to you. Take your pick. One each. One each. One each.
One of the chases because he's better. Okay.
We're naked.
Wait, let's see which ones I want. I'll decide later. I'll hold them both.
Right. And with that, you have your prizes. Everyone get one more round of applause to our winners. The first London University to win 3 different collaborative events. The KCL. LDL Season 1, shut up.
Yeah.
It counts. Yeah. Skin issue, John. Thank you everyone for coming. We'll see you next year.
Can I get a cinder?
Yeah, I wanted to go toe-to-dial anyway.
Wait,
I actually really want to go toe-to-dial.
Give one to the